Hello and welcome to my sale. Today we have a few good ones to choose from, but before we get started with the sale, there's a couple things I'd like to tell you about that you should consider before buying a bull because it can be tricky business. For us, when we buy a bull, there are a few things we look for. We need a bull with high calving ease because most of our bulls will be put on first-year heifers. There's more than just that. We need a bull that's fit, travels well, has good legs. It's important that our bulls be in good condition so they can mount. If the bull can't mount, he's pretty worthless. I want one that can last through the winter without an intensive wintering program. Since here at Turner Ranch, during the winter, bulls are just ranged. That's just us. Here are some things you need to consider. We're moving into the thick of bull season with auctions and private treaties almost every day. Since there are a lot of options available to commercial producers in terms of sourcing mares, when entering a sale, it is important to have a carefully thought out plan. This includes the scenario that bulls need to work within, choosing a seed stock supplier, evaluating objective data, and evaluating the animal's phenotype. The bull's purpose is to transmit genetic value into your herd. It is important these genetics be custom fit to your unique situation. This includes the combination of environment, management, feed resource, and market. There's a difference. This is different for every operation, even those who share a fence line. Other questions will need to be answered. Will new bulls be expected to breed heifers, cows, or a combination of the two? That will determine your calving ease needs. Another question is whether the producer will be marketing all their heifers as feeders, keeping a small number as replacements, or developing a large portion of the heifer calf crop as replacements to sell to other producers. This will determine the emphasis that needs to be placed on the maternal traits such as milk production, udder size, things of that nature. The environment and feed resources on a ranch will determine the amount of output potential needed in the bull's genetics. It will regulate the amount of milk and weaning weight that can be expressed. So buying a bull with more genetic potential than the environment will sustain is a waste of money and can be counterproductive. Well, now that my little rant is over, let's get started with the sale. I mean, that's why you guys all came. The first bull we have today, one more thing before we start. At a sale today, you will notice things are cheaper because we do not sell registered bulls, and selling bulls isn't our main income. All of these bulls are not overly fit, so they won't fall apart when added to your herd. They're durable and rugged, have good disposition, and great calving ability. The first bull pictured is a black bull with red Angus pedigree, which I found very interesting. This bull will throw red calves if placed on red cows or heifers. He's 3 years old, purchased for this ranch as a yearling, has been used for 2 years. He was tested last spring and was ranged throughout the winter. The selling price today with $2,250 or your best offer. The next bull that we have for you, one of my favorites, he is a straight Hereford bull. He's 5 years old. He's a big bull, but he travels very well for his size. He's been bred to cows and heifers with great calving ease and high weaning weights. He is sound with good feet. This bull here has been leased to the Bowering State Historical Ranch the last 3 years, and he was tested last spring. The asking price on him is $3,500. Keep in mind, yes, this is a really big bull, but he has great deposition. I don't have any wild bulls on my place. I also have another photo of him to share. And we're going to be on to this tank of a bull here. Up next is a red Angus bull that has that was bought from the Cooksley Bull Sale as a yearling. He'll be 4 years old this spring. He has been used every year since. Has been bred to red Angus first-year heifers. His calves start and grow right, easy calving, and high weaning weights. I'm going to have to get at least $3,500 for him today. Next, we have a yearling bull. He's out of Sensation. Sensation is known for calving ease. He has daughters that are moderate frame with excellent udders, milk production. His son could be yours for 1750. And like I said, this is Sensations. He's sired by Sensations. So he's a great bull. It's a reputable name. You can't go wrong. And folks, that's it. That's all the bulls we have for you today. With lots of quality, but it was a real small sale. If you're interested in anything else we have to offer, including but not limited to bred heifers and feeder cattle, please give us a call at 402 367 1547. That's going to be the end of the main part of my presentation. I chose to sell bulls for this presentation because when I went to help out on Turner Ranch last weekend, a gentleman came by who has bought bulls from them the last 5 years. So when he got there, we all got in the truck and headed out to the pasture with all the bulls in it. Mr. Turner told us a little bit about all the bulls, their strengths and weaknesses, and just a little bit of background knowledge on them, which some of that I shared with you. And the gentleman decided that he wanted one of the bulls, and he made an offer, and they negotiated a price, and they took it up to the sale barn there in Valentine and had it tested, and he ended up taking it home with him that day. And because of this inside perspective, I thought it'd give me good material for the presentation.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
When do you guys normally hold your bull sale?
Normally the end of April, maybe in between the 20th and the 30th. It's different every year. We got a lot going on that time of the year with spaying heifers and AIN and everything like that.
How do you guys advertise? How can I find out about you guys?
The Turner Ranch, not necessarily just bull sales, but everything we do. We got a Facebook page, Turner Ranch. It's there on Facebook. Also have advertisements in Hereford America. It's a newspaper that you can get, you subscribe to. Mr. Turner is a member of the American Hereford Association. You can find some stuff there.
And do you guys usually just mainly focus on Herefords?
Yes. Mr. Turner is a Hereford man. He's ever since he was a kid, that's all he wanted to raise was Herefords. But throughout the years, and kind of not necessarily the downfall of Herefords, but they're not as popular as they once were. He still raises Herefords, but he also does Red Angus and there's a bunch of Black Baldies. His son this year, actually, for the first time, he took all of his yearling Black Baldy heifers and bred them to a Charolais bull, AI them all. So those will be coming up here in a couple months. He'll be calving those.
And I just have one last question.
What's that?
So you said that these bulls travel well. What do you mean?
Well, by that I mean you get these bulls. They're so a lot of times you go to sales and people don't want to buy bulls unless they're real big and fat. But the problem with those big bulls is they don't get that big with a forage-based diet, and they feed these bulls like fatten rations, so they get them all big and plump and looking good. But as soon as you take those those bulls off those rations, they lose hundreds of pounds. They just fall apart because they're just like anything. Eat a high dose ration for so long and then get pulled away from it, and you're just grazing. You're gonna lose all that weight. But good travel, I mean, gets around well, has energy to get up and do his job, and legs are real good. So you got to think those back legs when he's mounting a cow has to hold all of that weight. So it's just really important that his hooves, back legs, and he's in good condition.
Great, thank you.